So, welcoming you back in the new session of the Python revision tour 2 output based questions. So, we have already started in the last video some of the output based questions. So, today we are going to cover some more questions. So, let us start with the one which is on the screen. Predict the output of the following code snippet. You can see one of the example is given for a which data type it is? List. Perfect. It is a list data type, right? So list values are always enclosed in square brackets, and this is the example for list slicing. So let me take all these values like this 4 5, and the elements are what? It is 0 1 2 3 4 is the forward indexing, -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 is the backward indexing. This is the start value, this is the end value, and this one is the step value, right? So what would be the output of this code? Let us check it out. So it is starting from 3. So 3 is this one, 4 is 3, this one, okay? And it is going to 0. So from 3 to 0, from right to left, it is moving from right to left. And the value is decreasing by 1 every time. So this is excluded, right? 0 is not included, starting from, position 3. So the element at position 3 is 4. Then 4 after 4, 3 will be retrieved, and then 2. So this is also a list. So this is the final answer, right? You have to remember the end value is not included. Okay, so it will display the element. So it will fetch the element till 1 less than this position value. So moving to the next one, now you can see one more example, and this is also based on list only. So here we have array 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the range function they are using. So this is the start value and this is the end value, and if the step value is not given, so by default step value is 1. So it will work for 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5. Now you can check all the elements one by one. So we have a double r. The value, the first value of I is 1. So I is equal to 1. A double r, 1 minus 1 is 0. So a 0 is equal to air 1. Now air 0 is equal to air 1. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, 1 at one position element is 2. Okay. Now again it will go up and will increase the value of I by 1. So this will become 2. So now air, and the value is here 2 minus 1 is 1 is equal to air 2. So now air 2 is what? 0, 1, 2, 3. So air 1 will become 3. Now again you write down I is equal to 3. So air, we have 2 is equal to air 3. Okay, so air 3 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So air 2 is equal to now 4. Then I will become 4. So air 3 is equal to air 4. Okay, so air 3 is equal to air 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5. Now I is equal to 5. So we have air 4 is equal to air 5. Right, and here we have air 4 is equal to air 5 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 6. Right, so the elements we replaced here. Now we have to display all the values. So you can check it out. We are printing the values, and this time the loop is working from 0 to 6. So it will actually work from 0 to 5. So the final output is, first we are displaying the value of air 0. So air 0 is 2. So it will display 2 here and with space. So 2, and then air 1 is 3. Then air 2 is 4. Then air 3 is 5. And then air 4 is 6. And then air 5 there is no replacement. So it will go with the original value only. So at position 5 the element is 6. Okay, so this is the final output. Right, this is the final output of the code. So now moving to the next question, output again, and we have some questions to find the error here. So first one is t is equal to 1 and value a, and then 9.2, 3 values are given. So this is a tuple, you know very well, tuple is enclosed in parentheses. So this is the example for tuple. In case of tuple, you should be clear with immutable and mutable. So tuple is a immutable data type which won't allow you to change the value from a particular position or index. So this is not allowed. So this is wrong. The error is in case of tuple, it is a immutable data type. So it won't allow you to change the value. Now moving to the next one, we have the B part. You can see it is a list. Okay, it is a list, and list is this is the example for a list, and list is based on mutable data type, and mutable will allow you to change the value from the place also. So this is correct, no error. Okay, now we will move to the third question. The third one is also the example of a list. Okay, so list and list is based on mutability. So it's a mutable data type, and T4 is equal to 6. So let me check at position 4 which element is there. So it is 0, position 1 and 2, but there is no value, only 3 values are there. So there is no element at position 4. So it will display one error called out of range exception, out of range, because you know the value which you are trying to replace is not there in the original list. So obviously it will generate error. So this is wrong only. Now moving to the next one. So we have one more part here. T is equal to hello. So hello is given in single quote. So it is the example of string. Okay, and string is again immutable data type. String is one immutable data type. So it won't allow you to change the value from the place. So this is wrong, error. Now moving to the E part, we have for name in Amar, Shweta and Parag. And if you will go with the syntax of for loop header, it will always end with colon. So the colon should be there. Along with this, if is it's a case sensitive language Python. So you will give this if in a small letter, then name 0, and equality if you are checking, that should be double equal, right? And then we are printing name. Okay, now it is correct. So they were asking us to find the errors. So these are the 3 errors given in this small code. Now moving to the next one, assuming words in a valid list of word. Assuming word is a valid list of words, the program below tries to print the list in reverse order. Does it have an error? If so, why? Hint, there are 2 problems with the code. So 2 errors are there. Let us check what all are the errors given here. So first thing is for I in range, and we have the length of words. So world is the name of the list. You can see it is given here. World is the valid list of words. Okay. So world is the name of the list, which is correct only. So, but the position is starting. One thing you have to understand, the position is always starting from 0 to length minus 1 is the maximum length of the the list element, or what all the sequences are there, but they are starting here from length of the word. That is wrong only, no? It will be out of bound. So the first error is the first line should be length of the words. Okay, and this value minus 1. So it is something, it should not be out of the range. It should be under the range, and range, the maximum range is the length of the list only, and the list name is word. So length word minus 1. Okay, and then the second one is, so 0 is there. They are saying 0 here. This is the starting range, right? This is the start, and 0 is for the end, and minus 1 is for the step value. So well, the end value is not going to be included. This will work from end to end minus 1. So this will actually work till end minus 1. So last element will be skipped or removed. That is wrong only. So you just include one element here, like minus 1 if I am taking. So it will work till 0. So 0 is the last element, 0 is also one element. So that's perfect only. So 0 will be replaced with minus 1. Okay, now it will give you the correct output. So because of these 2 errors, the code was not giving you the desired output, but when you will make these changes, it will give you the desired output. Now output question. So what will be the output of the following code? If ntpl is equal to, and you can see a tuple is given here, hello Nita, how's life? Okay, how is life? So 0, 1, 2, 3. So then these are the 4 elements given in the tuple. Now this is the unpacking of the tuple, right? So how to unpack it? It is like this whole tuple we are storing into one by one these all elements. So A is hello, right? And then B is Nita, the second element of the tuple. Then C is house and D is life. Okay. Now, when you will try to display the values, so A is, so when you will go for the output of this code, A is, and you can see colon is also given under double quotes only. A is colon hello. Then B is colon Nita. Then C is colon house. And then D is colon life. Perfect. Now NTPL is equal to, they are giving A, B, C, D. And A, B, C, D, again the A, B, C, D values will store into the NTPL, okay, tuple variable. Now what they are doing here, NTPL 0, 0. So just think about it, NTPL 0, 0. So 0 is this only, 0 is this only, right? This is 0 and 0th position. 0 is this one. Hello, you can see hello is written here, right? So this is for the element and the position inside the element, right? So hello, and in hello the value or the element at position 0 is H. So this statement will display H, right? Then plus. So plus NTPL 1. So at one position we have Nita and one position first position. So this is N is at 0 position, I is 1 position. So I. Then we have NTPL 1. So 0, then NTPL 0, 1. So 1 is Nita only completely. So it will display Nita. So hi Nita. So this is the, the output for this last print statement. So you should be clear with, the double brackets. So double bracket is the first one is going to give you the element and the second square bracket inside the element, it is considering the position of that particular value. So if you are clear with this, then you will be able to do these type of questions also. Now moving to the next question, here we have one more. So this one is what will be the output of the following. So we have a tuple underscore A is equal to AB. Okay, so two elements are there and both are string only, and tuple B is equal to A, B. Okay, so this one is the tuple. Now if you will check tuple A is equal to tuple B. So yes, they both are equal only. So the answer is true. Okay, so they both are equal only. So the answer is true. Now when you will go for the next output based question, what will be the output of the following code snippet? You can see here we have a rack is equal to dictionary. And the key is name, Python, age 20, header, NJ, country, USA. The ID of this rack we are storing into, ID is nothing but the address we are storing into ID1, which is the address of rack. Then del rack, so rack we are removing, right? Now rack is equal to, one more time we are declaring a dictionary. We have name, Python and all. Again we are storing the address of it into ID2. So they both are definitely identical only now. So because here also it's saving the ID and this one also is saving the ID. So the answer is true for this one also, right? So you should be clear with the use of ID function. It is going to work for the address of the element or the variable which you are using inside it. So here we are working with dictionary. So it's actually saving the address of this particular dictionary. So I hope you are clear with this output based questions. We are going to cover all the questions one by one. So stay tuned and please don't forget to like the video and to share with your friends. Thank you. Bye.